And starting on the inside of row 4, last night's feature winner, the 96 of Gary Sadoff, trying to go for that twice as nice bonus, and to his outside in the 5H, it's Sean Hine.
Big thanks to Avid Realty, your go-to real estate company. We're looking to buy or sell a home, acreage, land, or commercial property. Make sure to follow Theron and Kyle on the Avid Realty Facebook page.
Heat race number 1 for your Avid Realty Sport Mods. Green flag is out. Let's get this one off and rolling. Possible trouble for the 11H of Morris. Falls off on the start. Back at the front of the field, Jacob Swanson has jumped out to the early advantage. Matt Andrews gets around Brady Pompano for the second spot. Andrews sets his sights on the top spot, but Jacob Swanson's going to lead lap number 1 in the 31S.
Oh, a little bit of rubbings racing coming out of turn number 4. Dion Kovar, Gary Sadoff, and Sean Hine got together. We're back to the front. Mario is leading them out of turn number 4 with Matt Andrews and Brady Pompano. Oh, a little slick coming out of turn number 4, like Ryan had mentioned. A couple of cars slipping as they come out. And James, we got a battle for the race lead.
We got one drifting up high as well. Battle for the race lead, Swanson and Andrews. Andrews down to the low side. Swanson continues the advantage. Andrews hanging on to the second spot. Pompano third there, and Albin rounding out your top 4. And here comes Gary Sadoff from the last
Brady
row.
Pompano goes around right in front of the field.
Great evasive action by the rest of those drivers.
Sitting on the low side, got it fired, killed it. Caution is out. Couldn't keep it going as he was trying to get up the hill. And that's not an easy hill to pop the clutch and pull away.
No, definitely not.
We've got some Ryan Kitchen merchandise. Some gear we're going to be throwing out, maybe do some trivia. We'll see what happens with that. Got a couple of good trivia questions, like what mythical land is Ryan from?
Anyways, green flag's back out. Here we go for your Avid Realty Sport Mod Heat Race number 1. Matt Andrews working quickly, trying to make a move on the 31S. Not going to happen that time by down 2, but they're going to go drag racing down the back straightaway. Swanson just a line above Andrews' line, and he's going to continue to lead this one. Gary Sadoff makes the move around Almond into the 3rd spot.
Gary Sadoff picked up the feature win last night, $800 into that racing budget. Trying to get the $800 check tonight and the $1,000 bonus. Whew. Some guys really trying some different lines there at 3 and 4. Battle continues for the lead out of turn number 2 with 2.5 laps left to go.
Oh, trouble. He's going to head into the infield. Tough break. Brady Pompano nearly hitting the spin cycle. Thank you for dropping that to the infield. Swanson continues to lead over Andrews. Andrews with a good charge off the bottom. Not quite enough grip to get the job done. Swanson continues to lead.
Oh. Car around middle of turns 3 and 4. That is the 11C. Excuse me, the 11H of Nick Morris.
I can see how a C might look like an H.
I looked at the wrong sheet. See, I'm used to the sport mods being up here.
Oh,
so I just looked up.
That's why I do the fold trick.
Looks like we're going to go green this time. We're not wasting any time. Brady Pompano and Nick Morris both rejoining the field. Green flag is out. Jacob Swanson, Matt Andrews, and Gary Sadoff, top 3 breakaway. Oh no, round goes the 5H of Sean Hine. He's off the racetrack, out of the groove. White flag is out, final time.
Swanson continues to lead the field. Good battle shaping up here for your 3rd and 4th spot there. And Almond trying to hang on to it in the Avid Realty 2A and the Avid Realty Sport Mod division. Jacob Swanson continues to lead this one. Matt Andrews, little slip of the clip from Swanson. Not quite enough for Andrews to capitalize on it. Dion Kovar gets into the 4th spot and picks up the win. Jacob Swanson in the 31S. Matt Andrews going to bring it home in the 2nd spot. Gary Sadoff in 3rd, and Dion Kovar rounding out your top 4. Eagle Raceway makes some noise for the 31S. Jacob Swanson. To his outside in the 44D, that's the hammer, Derek Hall. And starting on the inside of row number 4, you'll see the... Okay, that's where our lineups got mixed up. The 53L Ty Ledger is not in the Sport Mod division. So starting shotgun on the field, you'll see the 6A of Adam Armstrong. We're going to go green this time by off turn number 4, and here we go. Trevor Noonan with a couple bumpers worth of an advantage as they roll into one. Oaks is going to try and challenge low, and here comes Lance Borgman.
Oh, trouble already for the 26 of AJ Oaks. Broken left front. Man, no luck on that guy. He's got plenty of luck, it's just all bad luck.
Yeah, I can't buy a break. Tough break for AJ Oaks. Trevor Noonan out here leading the field in the 66 machine. Lance Borgman, a guy that's not afraid to take the high side.
Derek Hall, Lance Borgman side by side at the start-finish line. Hall's going to haul into turn number 2. He'll have the second spot, followed by Borgman, and then it's Joe Fayen. Hell of a heat race tonight. Trevor Noonan, Derek Hall, Lance Borgman, Joe Fayen, Noah Williams, and Adam Armstrong.
Joe Fayen is not missing a beat out there. It's almost like he's just watching the cars ahead of him, looking for a mistake between those two. Is the 25X. Derek Hall continues to hang on to the second spot, but Lance Borgman and Joe Fayen trying to pounce. Noah Williams also wants to get in on that action.
Trevor Noonan pulling away from this battle for second. This battle between Derek Hall and Lance Borgman. There's also a great battle for fourth. Noah Williams and Joe Fayen going at it. I'm so sorry.
Lance Borgman on the low side. Good challenge for the 44D. Not enough to pull alongside the door. Trevor Noonan got around AJ Oaks for the lead of this one. Laps continue to wind down, this time by off of 4. Caden Murray's got the white flag in hand. One more trip around if you want to change your spot, guys. Only one more trip to do it.
Once again, top 4 are going to be moving on as the white flag waves. That is Noonan, Hall, Borgman, and Williams. Joe Fayen and Adam Armstrong fighting in the back of the field. But out of turn number 4, picking up the win, the 66 of Trevor Noonan. Derek Hall brings it home in second, Lance Borgman in third, and Noah Williams in fourth. James, what kind of a heat race are we dealing with here where Adam Armstrong ends up finishing a 5th or 6th?
Green flag is out from Caden Murray. Who's going to be the first with the advantage? Dead heat to the flag stand. Here we go. Bullmeyer to the low side. Verbka, no stranger to the top. He's going to try and put that 7 feet to the top spot. Down the back straightaway drag race into 3.
2023 Eagle Raceway track champion. We're bringing out to turn number 4, leading lap number 1. Greg Bullmeyer hot in tow. A little bit behind that, you got a 3-car, maybe a 4-car battle for the race. That's Mason Richards, Greg Hammond, and Bobby Draper all going at it. Oh no, Draper jumps the cush.
Good save on it from Bobby Draper. Adam Verbka continues to lead down the backstretch over Bullmeyer and Richards, your top 3. Hammond wind out your top 4, and good battle for the 5th and 6th spot between Hines and Carter.
Draper went around all by himself in turn 3. He's off the racetrack, so we will stay green.
No change in your top 4 positions. Couple of guys starting to get up and over that cushion. If they can keep the gas in it, we might just be able to get this thing widened out. Hammond and Hines, as well as Carter, pretty good battle shaping up there back in the pack 3-car dash as Verbka continues to lead as the laps wind down.
Bobby Draper rejoined the field. He may become lap traffic. Maybe not. Adam Verbka, 2 laps left to go.
White flag in hand from head flagman Caden Murray. Adam Verbka's going to cross underneath that stand. He's out for a Sunday drive on a Saturday night in that 7V machine. Second spot, Drake Bollmeyer. Richards continues to hold down third, and Braden Carter has won that battle for the fourth spot off turn number 4. Picking up the win in the 7V, it's Adam Verbka. Bollmeyer brings it home in the second spot. Richards third. Rounding out your top 4 is going to be Braden Carter. Eagle Raceway, as he makes his way around, makes some noise for your heat race winner in the 7V, your 2023 Avid Realty Sportmod track champion. That's Adam Verbka. On the inside of row number 2, you're going to see the 44. That's the Mac Daddy, McLean Reed. And to his outside in the 33B, it's the Bumblebee, Brianna Fansteel.
Row number 3 to the inside, the 18W, Cole Wayman, and the 3T, Trenton Fugit. Ray Harrington's going to round out the field, and we're going green out of turn 4.
Here we go. Little slip of the grip like Kitchen was talking about at the end of turn 4. Little slickery. The advantage early in this one's going to go to the 6SJ of Pospischel. McLean Reed gets loose, falls back to the 4th spot, so it'll be Pospischel. Whoa, look at this charge from Kid Lightning. Cole Wayman, 3-car dash to lead lap number 1. Lap number 1 goes to Pospischel.
Great crossover move by Rich Flock to hold off Cole Wayman. Flock's going to have that second spot, but he has to dive low to miss Sean Pospischel. Now it's a 3-car battle again. Wayman's going to try to split the difference. He'll take the second spot out of turn number 4. 6 laps left to go.
Pospischel continues to lead in the 6SJ. Wayman's going to try and mount a challenge. Gets to within about 3 car lengths down the back straightaway, but the advantage to the 6SJ. He's going to try and diamond that corner off turn number 4. Continues to hang on to it. McLean Reed trying to get feisty back there to get up and around the 88F of Flock. Flock holds it down with ease that lap by.
Sean Pospischel, Cole Wayman, Rich Flock, McLean Reed. That's your top 4 moving on. 4 laps left to go as the 70 of Ray Harrington pulls off the track.
44 machine of Reed definitely not afraid of the high line, throwing those rooster tails. As Sean Pospischel continues to lead, Cole Wayman rides in the 2nd spot, Rich Flock in 3rd. McLean Reed rounding out your top 4. Top 4 moving on to tonight's main event. Uh-oh, a little too high there. McLean gathers it back up. Sean Pospischel bringing the field down. 3 more trips around Eagle Raceway in this heat race.
2 more now. Lap and a half left to go as the 2 sticks up were given. Out of turn 4, Sean Pospischel seeing the white flag. Cole Wayman not able to reel him in, holding on to 2nd. Rich Flock in 3rd, McLean Reed in 4th, Trenton Fugit in 5th. Brandon Fansteel rounding out the field.
Off turn number 4 for the final time. Wayman trying a last-ditch effort, but picking up the win. It's going to be the 6SJ of Sean Pospischel. Cole Wayman in the 2nd spot. Rich Flock brings it home in 3rd. And rounding out your top 4 transfer cars, it's the Mac Daddy, McLean Reed. Eagle Raceway, as he heads here in front of the grandstands, makes some noise for your heat race winner in the 6SJ. That's Sean Pospischel.
Once again, Theron Allman, Adam Armstrong, James Hines, Trent Fugit, Nick Morris, Joe Fayen, row 3, row 4, Greg Hammond and Brianna Fansteel, Sean Hine and AJ Oakes, row 5, Jared Jackson, Ray Harrington, row number 6, Brady Popino, Bobby Draper, row number 7. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Down the front straightaway, the field's gonna thunder. Into turn 1, Adam Armstrong and Theron Allman going at it. Allman on the low side, Armstrong with the advantage down the back straightaway. Good battle between Fugate and Hines for 3rd and 4th. Fugate on the top side, Hines down low. Near contact off turn 4, but Adam Armstrong continues to lead over Allman. Fugate gets a little high there off turn 2. That's gonna open up the door for Joe Fayen down the back straightaway, and they'll race it out.
Joe Fayen, big run down the backstretch. He's going to try to carry that momentum out of turn number 4. He'll be side by side with Fugit, who now gets by the 31R of Hines. Car around turn 3 and 4. Caution is going to come out. 70 of Ray Harrington bringing out the caution.
Tough break for Ray. That's going to re-bunch the field here. Again, your leader is Adam Armstrong. Theron Allman in the second spot. Hines in third, Fugit fourth.
It's going to a great cause. Half the money can go to you, half the money can go to the Four Corners Fire and Safety team.
Not only is it a great cause, but it's our own cause, race fans. Give back to the place that we're all hanging out on Saturday night. Green flag back out. Let's get back to racing action. 6A, Adam Armstrong leads the field into one. Battle for third. Joe Fayen fighting his way through. He's going to try and steal that third spot away. James Hines back to the outside. Theron Allman in front of Hines. He's going to try and get the 2-for-1 special. Is Joe Fayen down the back straightaway? No, Allman gets back to the outside.
Joe Fayen still working the low side around the 2A of Allman. Fayen gets a good run off turn number 2. He'll get the spot. Up to second. Allman back to third. Hines, your fourth and final transfer. Allman bobbles a little bit in the corner. He's under fire from Fugit and Hines.
3-wide battle up there. Only 4 cars moving on. James Hines going to make his way around Allman, as is Fugit. That's your top 4 for the time being. Allman's going to try and fight back to the bottom side. Nothing doing that time by. Fugit's going to set his sights on the 31R of James Hines.
Top 2 have broken away. Adam Armstrong brings it out of turn 4. Gets the signal of 6 laps left to go. Then Joe Fayen. It's a 3-car, 4-car battle for that final transfer spot. Right now it's Fugit and Hines, but Fugit goes up the racetrack. He loses the transfer spot. That car is out of control as Hines and Allman get by for the 3rd and 4th spot.
Brianna Fan still trying to get into the mix on that side. The low side might have cost her on that lap, but she's going to stick with it. Fugit gets a little high again, makes contact with Greg Hammond down the back straightaway. Armstrong continues to lead. He's in the next zip code ahead of the 25X of Joe Fayen. 3rd, Hines. 4th, Allman. 5th is the 5H of Sean Hine. He's trying to get up in there, as is Trenton Fugit. Good momentum move for the 3T down the back straightaway. He's going to put a front wheel ahead of the 5H of Hine. Set his sights on Allman, and we've got one around. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I don't want to speak out of turn. I was looking at the battle in 3 and 4 and just saw the lights come on.
I didn't see it either. 53, Brady Popino being credited with that caution, so he goes to the tail. Green flag is back out. Armstrong, Fayen, Hines, Allman.
Hine, Fugit, and Fansteel all trying to get that spot away from Allman. The 5H of Hine is the closest one to it. He's going to try it on the low side of 3 and 4. Here comes Fansteel on the ultra low side. She's going to make her way around the 5H and set her sights on the 2A machine. Meanwhile, your battle is for the lead. Adam Armstrong with the advantage, but Joe Fayen, another fast jet car to the inside.
Another battle going into turn 3. That's for the 3rd spot. James Hines has got it. Theron Allman wants it. Theron Allman staying low, trying to get that spot away. Down into 1 they go. Hines bobbles up the racetrack. He goes. Fugit spins in front of the field, right in front of turn 1. And battle for the race lead. Caution is out. Oh, look at that. The car got refired now.
It's magic. All right, 2-lap war to settle the score. See who's moving on to the A main. Armstrong leads the field back down the front stretch and into turn 1. Joe Fayen with a great move on the low side. He's going to steal the lead away. Armstrong will battle back to the outside.
Trouble down the back stretch. Several cars get together. Nowhere for Fugit to go, and he makes hard contact with the front of Brianna Fansteel. Bobby Draper and Brianna Fansteel stuck together on the backstretch. Trenton Fugit tried to squeeze on the high side between the two and just slams into the 33B of Brianna Fansteel. I believe we are going to call that a race. So Adam Armstrong will be credited with the win, followed by Joe Fayen. Theron Ullman and Sean Hine. And then row number 10 is going to be the 31 of James Hines and the 2A Theron Ullman. Eagle Raceway, get on your feet for your Avid Realty Sportmod Parade Lap. Was I going over there? I had my microphone muted the whole time. Well, who knows if the button actually worked. It was definitely muted. I hope we did. We'll find out.
All right, green lights are blinking in the corners. 20 big laps for your Avid Realty IMCA Sportmods. Remember, this is eligible for your Twice as Nice challenge. Let's see if Gary Sadoff can get the job done. He starts on the pole. Here we go. Out to racing action. Sadoff leads the field into turn 1. So far, staying clean through the field. Lap number 1 nearly in the books, but Gary Sadoff's going to be challenged by the hammer. It's Derek Hall. Derek Hall takes the lead away. Gary Sadoff's going to battle to the inside. Hall with the advantage down the backstretch. We got 1 slow and 2. Try and keep it going, get it to the infield. Tough break.
Sean Pospischel is that car.
So Derek Hall continues to lead over Gary Sadoff, Mason Richards, and Lance Borgman. Drake Bullmeyer tries to pull to the back bumper of the 76 machine. Bullmeyer wants to get that 4th spot away. Nothing doing that time by as Derek Hall continues to lead.
Derek Hall, Gary Sadoff. Remember, Sadoff, $1,000 extra on the line for him if he can get back around the 44D of Derek Hall. That auto-transmatic Twice as Nice challenge up in the air. Gary Sadoff, if he can win tonight, not only the $800 paycheck, but the $1,000 bonus.
Race fans, great battle going on for the 3rd spot. Lance Borgman just took it away from the 18M of Mason Richards. Here comes Adam Verbka. I don't know where he came from, but he's trying to get into that 4th spot as your battle rages on for the lead. Sadoff down the low side. Hall up to the top side. He pulls the crossover move and secures Sadoff into the 2nd spot for the time being. Lance Borgman currently rides 3rd as Verbka gets around Richards for the 4th spot.
Back to the front, Derek Hall, about a 3-4, now 5 car length advantage over Gary Sadoff. Both of those have got a substantial lead over the 76 of Lance Borgman. Borgman holding off the 7V of Adam Verbka. Then it's the 18 of Richards and the 18 of Wayman. Here comes Matt Andrews, former track champion at Eagle Raceway. He's going to get around Cole Wayman. Wayman's going to battle back on the outside.
Great battle between those two off of 4. Andrews has the spot. Wayman has good momentum move to pull back to the rear bumper. Derek Hall continuing to lead this one. The battle for 3rd starting to heat up. About a car length separate the 76 and the 7V. This time through 3 and 4 laps, continuing to wind down. Borgman continues to hold the spot.
Derek Hall starting to close in on lap traffic. That's your B feature transfer, the 31R of James Hines. Hall, nice and easy out of turn number 4. 10 laps left to go for Derek Hall, Gary Sadoff, Lance Borgman, and Adam Verbka is there.
Verbka drifts a bit higher than expected through 1 and 2. Car had a little bit of a slide on it, but he gathers him back up down the back straightaway, trying to set his sights on Sadoff. Here comes Lance Borgman trying to get the 2nd spot away from Gary Sadoff. Borgman to the extreme low side. Sadoff 1 lane up. That's a lap car to their outside. 3 wide battle. Only two going for spots. Borgman down to the bottom. Sadoff slides high. Here comes Adam Verbka trying to get in there as well, but put Lance Borgman to the 2nd spot.
Lance Borgman might start challenging for the race lead. He's gotten by Gary Sadoff up into that 2nd spot. Now he's starting to close in on Derek Hall. Derek Hall has led the last several laps, but that may be coming to an end. 7 to go in your Avid Realty Sportmod A feature, and Lance Borgman is there.
Battle for the 3rd spot. Verbka to the outside, Sadoff to the inside. The advantage goes to the 7V. Meanwhile, through 3 and 4, Derek Hall's going to lead that one over Borgman. Give the 3rd spot away to the 7V of Lance Borgman. Gary Sadoff's rounding out your top 4 currently, but you may have a battle shaping up for the lead, as Dan said.
Derek Hall, Lance Borgman, they're coming up on lap traffic of Theron Allman. Allman's going to get the signal of the leaders are coming, and Caden Murray gives him the signal of 5 laps left to go. Borgman is there. All slips up the track. Borgman gets the bite off the corner. You got a new race leader down the backstretch.
Adam Verbka wants in there as well. He's taking the top side away. Derek Hall is forced to the extreme low line.
Verbka lost grip in the middle of 4. Came down the track in front of Gary Sadoff, but was able to keep it collected. He's going to lose distance on the 44 of Derek Hall, and Lance Borgman's getting slowed down by lap traffic.
Theron Allman lap traffic ahead of the leader. Going to force the 76 to go high.
2.5 laps left to go for Lance Borgman. He gets by Theron Allman. Adam Verbka gets by Derek Hall. 2 laps left to go. Adam Verbka might get himself a win tonight. Went all last year without finding his way into victory circle. Oh, and we got a mud flap on the front stretch. Caution is out. Noonan Enterprises mud cover on the front stretch. Jacob Swanson around.
I was going to say there's a couple of cars down there too.
Yeah.
Tough break for the 31S of Swanson.
Mason Richards facing the announcer's booth. So that's going to slow everything down. And it's going to be a green-white checkered.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting finish to an already excellent race that we've seen so far here this evening. Oh, check out the Advantage Racing replay coming off turn 4.
Oh, the 18 of Richards.
Wow.
Didn't see what car he got into. Might have been
a little bit of a chain reaction thing kind of happened there. We got another replay coming at you for those watching at home.
Oh, that was, well, Trevor Noonan. And no harm on either of them. I think they were just
a
going for
deal.
the same real estate.
Yeah.
Theron Allman and James Hines is how the field leads. Here we go, James. 2 laps to settle it.
Green flag in hand, 2 more trips around as he was going to take home that big $800 payday. Borgman leads the field to the line. Here we go, down into turn 1. Verbka's going to try and challenge to the outside. Not quite enough momentum, or is it? He pulls up, tries to get within about a car length and a half of the 76 machine. Dan White flag is out. 1 more trip around.
Final time, Verbka gets good run off the corner. He's going to try to pinch Borgman down. Verbka will slide up the racetrack. Here we go. Down the backstretch, they're side by side. 1 more set of corners. 1 more chance for Adam Verbka to bring it to victory lane. Out of turn 4, he's got the run. Borgman holds him off. Lance Borgman gets the win. What a race.
Winner of your Evan Realty Sport Mods, it is Lance Borgman. And Lance, what an awesome run, especially at the end with you and Verbka.
Yeah, we took off there, and I just got a lot of good breaks and got to the front. And I knew he was going to be tough on that restart, but I tried to do what I did the whole race, and it paid off.
Well, congratulations. You have a beautiful Crystal Eagle here, and welcome to Victory Lane.
Thank you very much.
Once again, it's Lance Borgman.